You are 34. Last night, Anna sat on your couch and asked to borrow money. 10 years ago, you and Anna started the same job, same week, same desk, same salary. Anna worked harder than you. Everyone said Anna was going places. You believed them, too. Last night, she asked you for $2,000. You said yes. You didn't even check your account first. The difference was never the paycheck. The difference was one quiet thing she started doing at 24. Everyone laughed at it. Some people pitied her for it. She did it anyway, in silence, for 10 years. This is how Noah escaped the rat race before anyone even realized she was leaving. Rewind. You are 24. You have a job. A real one. Salary, benefits, a desk with your name on it. Every 2 weeks, money lands in your account. Every 2 weeks, it's gone before the next deposit. Not on anything crazy. Rent, a car payment. Subscriptions you forgot, lunches, small upgrades that feel like nothing. You're not broke. You'd never call yourself broke, but you are one flat tire away from a problem. A problem you cannot solve. You just don't know it yet. In March, you get a raise, $4,000 a year. You feel like you made it for about a week. Then a nicer apartment, a better phone. The raise dissolves into a slightly better version of the same life. 6 months later, you need the next one. You are running as fast as you can. You are standing in exactly the same spot. Friday nights. You stop checking your account. You already know roughly what it says. You don't want to see the number. Looking would make it real. So you don't look. Anna looks at the same paycheck and does the opposite. Anna buys a black BMW, 3 years old. Payments she calls nothing. She pulls into the lot. Two guys walk over to look at it. Anna stands next to it like a woman who's pulling ahead. You stand next to your Corolla like a woman standing still. Because you are. You don't know it yet. The way off this edge doesn't look like winning. It looks like losing on purpose. It happens on an ordinary Tuesday. Your manager stops at your desk. Good quarter. There's a bonus coming. $1,500. You wait to feel something. Nothing comes. That night you do math you've never done before. Not the math of this month, the math of your whole life. 40 more years of this. 40 more years of the paycheck landing and leaving. 40 more years of running. And at the end, what? You will have given everything you had every single day and still be one bad month from broke. The thought doesn't scare you. It empties you. The next day you notice a woman at the office. You've walked past her 1,000 times. She's almost 60. She drives a 10-year-old. Henda, she never seems worried. You ask her, half joking, how she stays so calm. She doesn't laugh. She says it simply. There's a difference between looking like you made it and actually making it. Almost nobody knows which one they're chasing. She goes back to her coffee. You don't. That night you open your laptop and add up everything. Everything you actually have. The number is small, embarrassing even. Then you do the one thing nobody ever taught you. You decide from now on, every payday, the first bill you pay is the future version of yourself. Before rent, before the car, before anything else. You move money out of reach into a place your future can find. And your impulses can't. You write that number on a piece of paper. You open the calendar on the wall. You circle a date. The day you could be free if you kept feeding the future and starving the noise. It's years away. You fold the paper. You put it in a drawer. You tell no one. Noah didn't quit her job. She didn't make a speech. She just quietly started paying herself first and let everyone keep believing she was falling behind. Nobody noticed. You are 26 now. She's quietly stopped chasing the things she used to chase. The promotion, the title, the upgrades she skips. A friend has a birthday dinner. 12 people at a long table. The question goes around like it always does. So, what are you up to these days? What's next for you? The girl across just made senior manager. The woman beside her just bought a condo. They have answers. Big ones, loud ones. The question reaches you. You say you're still at the same job. You say things are fine. You watch their faces fall politely. The conversation moves on a beat to fast. You drive home and you feel it. Not poverty, something worse. You feel like less, smaller. Like you're falling behind in a race everyone else is clearly still running. For years, your job title was your answer to who you are. You just gave it up on purpose. You have no idea what goes in its place. But you just survived the hardest part of the whole thing. And it had nothing to do with money. You are 27, same car, same apartment, same you. Anna parks her BMW next to your Corolla on a Monday morning. She's got new wheels on it now. She looks at your car, then at you. Her face isn't cruel. That's what makes it worse. Her face is worried. You good, girl? Like financially. You good? You say you're good. She nods the way people nod when they don't believe you. If you ever need anything, just ask at lunch. To coworkers, don't see you sit down behind them. One says, I feel bad for her. She works hard. The other says, maybe she sends money home or something. You don't correct them. You can't. Noah has more in savings than both of them combined. And she cannot say a single word about it. So you eat at your desk. You say nothing. You let them think whatever they want. Nobody noticed. That was starting to be the point. You are 29. This is the one nobody warns you about. You're doing everything right and it feels worse, not better. There's no applause, no raise that announces itself, no moment where someone tells you you're winning. Just a number in a drawer, growing so slowly it might as well be standing still. Your best friend buys a house. She sends the photo to the group chat. Keys in hand, sold sign. Everything. 20 people react. Fire emojis. Congratulations. So proud of you. The phone buzzes for an hour. You stare at it longer than you should. You can't match that. Not yet. Maybe not 4 years. Nobody's ever going to. React to a screenshot of a number you're not even allowed to show them. That night you take the paper out of the drawer. You look at the circled date. Still so far away. You did the responsible thing for 5 years and you have this to show for it. A date on a calendar. You lie awake. For the first time, the thought arrives fully formed. Maybe they were right. Maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe I gave up the good years for a spreadsheet. You don't know it yet, but Anna is feeling the exact opposite. You are 30. The strange part is that you miss it. The rush, the clear scoreboard, the bonus you could brag about. The race was exhausting, but at least it told you something. At least you knew if you were ahead. This quiet life has no metrics. No one keeps score. Nobody claps when you don't buy the thing. There's no leaderboard for the woman who said no. One night you open the car app just to look. A newer model, financing available. Your thumb hovers over the button. You imagine pulling into the lot. You imagine the two girls walking over to look. You imagine feeling like a player again. Just once. It would cost you everything you've quietly built. You know that. And for about 30 seconds, you don't care. You just want to feel like you're winning something. The way Anna always looks like she's winning. Your thumb stays there over the button in the dark. In 3 weeks, the decision gets taken out of both your hands. You are 31. It comes on a Thursday, a layoff sweep. Half the floor gone by lunch. You and Anna both get the email on the same morning. This is the moment that ends people who live on the edge. The fund is there. 7 years of saying no sitting in a drawer. But it's not enough to coast forever. Only enough to survive if you protect it. So you make the choice that guts you. You move back in with your parents. 31 years old. Your old bedroom. The same crack in the same ceiling you stared at as a teenager. You cancel the one trip you'd finally let yourself plan. You sell the motorcycle you spent 2 years fixing up on weekends. The one thing you owned purely for joy. That night you lie in your childhood bed and do the math. The date you circled at 24 is now further away than the day you started. 7 years of being laughed at, of skipping things, of staying quiet, and you've ended up in the room you grew up in. For the first time, you don't think they were wrong about you. You think you were. You almost call it. But you don't drain the fund to zero. You don't take the loan. You take the humiliation instead of the debt. And Anna keeps the apartment, keeps the BMW, keeps posting. From the outside, Anna handled it better than you. She never moved home. She never looked like she was struggling for a single day. She just grabbed a worse job in a panic. The whole image funded by a hole getting quietly deeper underneath her. Everyone thought you were the one who fell. Anna still looked like she was swimming. She wasn't. She was drowning in a way nobody could see. Because looking like she was swimming was the entire game. For the first time in months, the numbers stopped looking small. They look like time. The doubt dies in that childhood bedroom. Nobody noticed you were the only one who was actually safe. They were too busy noticing you'd moved home. You go back to work eventually. But this time, it's a job you chose, not one you grabbed because rent was due Friday. You could afford to wait for the right one. That had never been true before in your life. And slowly, something shifts. Time stops being the thing you're always running out of. You start noticing you're weak. You sleep. A flat tire becomes a Tuesday errand, not a crisis. A bad boss becomes a thing you can walk away from. The number was never impressive, but it bought the one thing nobody on the edge will ever have: options. The ability to say no. The ability to wait. The date you circled at 24 comes and goes on an ordinary Tuesday. You don't even realize it until that evening. Nobody throws a party. You almost missed it yourself. You just look up at the end of the day and notice quietly that you crossed it. One by one, the ones who looked like they were winning start asking you the same question. Lowered voice, almost embarrassed. Hey, how did you actually do it? Noah didn't escape by working less or being smarter. She escaped by playing a harder game. A game with no scoreboard. A game where you had to decide what winning meant. Alone, in the dark, with nobody clapping for a single move she made. You are 34, Anna is on your couch. She's holding the coffee you made her. She's asking how you did it, and she means it. You think about the date you circled 10 years ago. The dinner where you felt like less. The lunch where they pitied you. The night your thumb hovered over the button. The childhood bedroom where you were sure you'd lost everything. 3 years ago, you were lying in your parents' house, certain it was over. Turns out that was the moment you'd already won. Nobody just knew it yet, including you. You look at Anna and you tell her the truth. For 10 years, nobody noticed Noah was winning. Not her friends, not her family, not Anna. And that's exactly why it worked. She finally stopped playing a game that needed an audience. The race doesn't end when you get rich. The race ends the second you stop running for people who were never watching anyway. Maybe you already left. Maybe you're still standing on the edge telling yourself you're fine.